Hello everyone, and welcome to the RLANZ Aldi Cup Series, Season number 3, Race number 2, here at Atlanta, the QuikTrip 500. We are here for the second race of Season 3, and as you can see, Cyrus McGee and Dawson Miller on the front row, and you'll get to the starting lineup whenever, it'll come up, and the D&Qs will come up at the end of it, and we're going to go through the top 10. On the pole, Dawson Miller, first career pole for him. Starting alongside of him, as already mentioned, Cyrus McGee in the number 21. Starting behind them, Isaac Nichols, the 48, and Lucifer Sam, the 77. Nichols needing a good run. Behind them, Jack Hawkins, the 04, and 31 are Chase Marks. Marks up there in points. Behind them, Colin Driver, part-time driver, but races his way in for the second straight week. Starting alongside of him is John Andrews in the 35. And then rounding out the top 10, Jonathan King, and Bruno de Barros in the 20. That's your top 10. Looking further afield, there's your defending champion, Brandon Bent. Matthew Ingram, Daytona 500 pole sitter, starting 14th, being even further back. Season 1 winner, Tristan Allen, starting 15th, and we have an issue. Grayson Acevedo, who got the 97 into its first race of the season, has got a problem already. So I'm not sure what the issue is, but that's bad luck for Grayson Acevedo, as he's probably going to be out of this one. Looking back here, Hedger Alonso, last season's winner in the 37, starting way further back than he would like, and Dave Delfave making his first points start. So he'll be on in every race now, from now on. Pace cars on the pit road, coming to the green. Green flag is out and we're underway here at Atlanta. The 5-car Dawson Miller has cleared Cyrus McGee for the race lead. Teammate Isaac Nichols is going to jump up to second place. Here comes Jack Hawkins, the 04. He and Isaac Nichols desperately needing good runs, and Hawkins going to second. Now, before you guys mention anything about the ticker, this one's coming back because I want to produce as many races for you guys as possible. However, with the old ticker, I wasn't able to do that. So, I'm sorry guys, I did like it myself, but it was just too time consuming for me. So, yeah. So Dawson Miller staying out front, don't usually see that too often. A driver staying out front here at Atlanta. Colin Driver up to second place. We got 3 wide back there. That's Nichols way up high in the 48. At the line, Dawson Miller, the number 5, will lead his second lap of the road. Jonathan King, the 95, Season 2 500 champion, up to second place. Has not won since that 500, so trying to break a long losing streak here. That's the 40 of Dominic Anthony, needing a good run, as he's buried in points. And the 12 car, Tristan Allen, moving his way up on the inside. Another guy that needs a good run is the 16 of Landon Hicks, as he is 33rd in points, I think. Yes, 33rd. Battle for second, the 40 car, Dominic Anthony's going to move up to second. Here comes Tristan Allen down to the bottom. Dawson Miller is able to stay out front here. Don't usually see that at Atlanta. We don't usually see drivers staying out front, at least at the very beginning. We saw Louis Sorrentino, do that last season. He ended up finishing second that race. As I want to mention this guy, Luke Rainey, making his first point start of the season and putting Team Hanley into their first race of the season. Moving his way up in the Hershey's car. And he's going to go up to third place. He's got Tristan Allen in front. Allen, obviously, already mentioned, Season 1 Atlanta winner. There goes Rainey down to the bottom. Miller staying out in front. As here comes Roger Ray down to the bottom in the 99 car. That's for second place, 3 wide. Not good news for Tristan Allen, as he's going to fall way back. And the 5 car is going to continue to lead on lap 6. So he's led the first 5 laps. Sorrentino led 41-ish laps last season. Well, I think it was 41. I could be wrong. Anyways, we might have a change for the lead because here comes Henry Gore, the 2, and he is going to get underneath the Dawson Miller. So finally, our first lead change here on lap 7. Actually, Miller has led 6 laps, not 5. My bad there. And Henry Gore, I think, led that lap. And here comes Dan Park down to the bottom. And he's going to take the race lead away. He's got teammate Chase Marks, who's high up in points. Tied for 3rd, I believe, with Matthew Engelram. But the 31 car doing a very good job at the moment. Looking for another good run. Here comes the 40 of Dominic Anthony. He's going to be shuffled to the middle lane by Aiden Shepard, the 13 car. Eli Bright, 56 on the bottom. The Fujitsu Siemens car. Front 2 have broken away, Charger Motorsport teammates. We'll see how this battle goes. This will be interesting. See if Marks can make a move on his teammate. Looking back there for 3rd place, Richard Fridge, the 25 car, down to the bottom for 3rd place. We got David Delfave and Nathan Stapleton, the lowest 2 in points. Not Delfave's fault. Not Stapleton's fault. I mean, Stapleton got involved in a wreck and Delfave missed Daytona, so not their fault that they are down the back, but looking for good runs here today. Battle for 3rd place again, Eli Bright in the 56s. Here we go. Down to the bottom goes the 31. Not going to work. And Dan Park will continue to lead here at Atlanta. So some drivers able to stay out in front for a long time is interesting. Now there's the 97. Grayson Acavetta is back out on the racetrack, which is good news there. He is 42nd, obviously. Still going 200 miles an hour on his own. That's pretty good. Right now, he's a lap down. Tough break there. So these two Charger Motorsport cars still 1 and 2, as here comes Dave Delfave, the 78. Trying to make something happen. Now he's going to go down to the bottom. This is for 2nd place, and he is going to get by Chase Marks. So Marks trying to be a bit conservative, I'm just assuming, but it's not going to work out. At least for him. Way up high goes Eli Bright, the 56. He's going to be shuffled 3 wide. You see here, Alvin Alonso, last season's winner, way up high. The SRI Performance, 37. Three wide for 2nd place. That's Nathan Stapleton, the 92 car. We can move his way up. The Gatorade Chevrolet. Sandy Garrett, the 17, had a great run at Daytona. And teammate Richard Fridge, 25, team owner of South Florida Motorsports, had a great weekend at Daytona. Stapleton trying to come down and block the 17. 17 got to the inside there, but the 92 got a run off the turn. Great run for Stapleton. It's the front 4 single file. Surprised we haven't had a wreck yet either. This race might go very quickly, so we're about 9 minutes into the race. As here comes Nathan Stapleton to the inside of Dan Park. Garrett's going to go high. The 25 Richard Fridge down low. Side by side for the race lead. And Nathan Stapleton is going to clear. You can tell which drivers are rookies, by the way. There are rookie stripes on all the rookie drivers. So all these guys will be battling for Rookie of the Year as well. So it's another thing to note. Annie Thomas, tied for the points lead, the 36, has currently got that honour. She's back there in the 36, up on the high side behind Brandon Bent, defending Rookie of the Year and, of course, defending champion. Stapleton's still out front. Richard Fridge not making a move. as yet. Pick up the two Nichols, Isaac and Simon teammates. Nez and Girench Chevrolets. Great run for Simon last week as well at Daytona. It goes 25 down to the bottom. Richard Fridge finally going to make a move. Shepard's going to push him to the front, and they're 3 wide for second place as Isaac Nichols will get down to the bottom. Not going to work though. Shepard is going to get a run, and he's going to get up to second place. So good run there by the 13. Now, of course, leading laps do equate to championship points. So it is important if you to lead a lap. And of course, if you lead the most laps, you get 2 bonus points towards the championship. There goes the 48 down to the bottom. And he's going to get underneath the Shepard there. Shepard tried to block. Didn't work. And the 48 trying to get up to second place. Don't think he did it at the line. There's an update there. There we go. And yes, he did. So he did get by the 13 that lap, and now he's getting a run on the 25 car down to the bottom. Three wide for third place. That's Jake Rogers. Also very high in points. With teammate Cyrus McGee 3 wide as McGee's going to go to the bottom. Now there will be pit stops in this race, so keep that in mind, because sometimes they can cause a crash coming off the pit road or coming onto the pit road in some cases, but it doesn't usually happen, but it can happen. So just be mindful of that. As the 48 car of Isaac Nichols is going to lead a lap here at Atlanta, 1 bonus points towards the championship. And down to the bottom goes Richard Fridge again. Made the crisscross or the crossover. Side by side down the back, and Nichols will stay on front as he's able to clear. Coming up on the inside is one of the drivers tied for the points lead, Kelly Lee, after nearly winning at Daytona. Ironically, the car that won at Daytona did not make the show, and Brayson Collins this time, the 71, will take most of the races, but did not make this one. There's Dan Park back on the inside here. Obviously led a bunch of laps earlier. Nichols pulling away in the 48. And 3 wide again. There goes Dan Park down to the bottom. And 41 is going to go to second place, I think. Still side by side. McGee not giving up on the outside lane, but I think he will have to eventually. And there it goes. So Park up to second place again. We got 2 of the Cooper Motorsport Fords on the inside. That's Matthew Engelram and the 11 of Colin Dryber. A little bit of interesting note about this team. First, well, no one drove Ford Fusions last season or went to Ford Mustangs. However, they got some of the old Roush Fenway Fords, which, of course, had the champion Gabriel Wanderley. So, and Matthew Engram's shown a bunch of pace, and they all really have. So, not really surprised to see them up front. It's the single file now for the first 5. Whoa, and that's Vance Caldwell, 26. Now uncharted, but made the show. He was way up in the outside wall there, so tough break for him. He's going to fall back. Back up front. Nichols still leading here in the 48. So there goes Cyrus McGee down to the bottom. Colin Dryber in the 11, trying to get underneath his teammate. McGee will slot in behind. So Park's car is pretty good. And we got pit stops. Here we go. Isaac Nichols, 48, is going to be the first one to blink. Anyone going to follow? Yes, I think that is Julio Caesar. One of them. Yep, Julio Caesar, Landon Hicks, Brandon Bent, that's John Andrews and Luke Rainey also coming in. You know, there's Grayson Acevedo. I doubt they're going to catch up to him in time. So you got a battle for the lead. The 21 car down to the bottom. And he's going to come in. Looks like Dan Park's going to come in. We've got 4 wide. And Lee and Dave Delafave really losing out there. That did not work out for them at all. So the battle for the lead here is between Matthew Engelram and Nathan Stapleton. A bunch of others stayed out, but look how far back the 78 fell. The winner of the pit road for the previous lap was Isaac Nichols, Julius Caesar, Landon Hicks, Brandon Bent, Luke Rainey, the 89, and John Andrews. Now we're going to follow with this group, as Dan Park is done, the 41, as I think the 29 has come onto the pit road back there, so I think everyone else has, and it does look like, yep, Dan Park is going to win the race off. That's good news for him. See if he gets out in front of the 48. Now, where is the sort of 48 up here? There he is. So the 48 car. Really? Oh, we got trouble! In the wall! It's Hedgel and Alonso, defending winner. Roger Rabe, you got more. That's Matt Tuck and defending champion Brandon Bent. Oh, and a hard hit. John Andrews, Luke Rainey, Garrett Sinor, Reagan Whitlock gets into it late. The caution is out. Oh, boy, a power in the 22. Oh, that's Tristan Allen, the 12. He runs into it late. The caution flag is out. So, who is the leader? You got to try and figure that out. And the 99 got turned by Hedgel and Alonso, the 37. Not even sure where he is at the moment. 37. Who's the race leader? We got to check. Apparently it is Matthew Engelram. There he is, 29. Oh, as he gets into the 98 a little bit. So this guy is going to be the leader. Not sure what he's doing here. There's the 99. His car is absolutely destroyed. Well, let's take a look at what happened. So of course, I was talking about what would happen on the pit road, coming off the pit road. Of course, as soon as I talk about that, they crash. Take a look at this. 37 and 99 make contact. They got hard up into the wall, and Roger Ray took a hard hit. And then, what happened behind, I'm not sure what happened between Tuck and Bent, but they get turned. John Andrews hits the 23 hard. Reagan Whitlock runs into it. And it's not over yet, because Tristan Allen, there's Boy of Power. Tristan Allen runs into it. That's John Andrews with a bunch of damage. Maybe Dawson Miller was involved. 22 was involved. 89 was in it. Luke Rainey. Bent was involved. I think that was it, but a hard crash for a number of drivers there. We'll take a look at it again. Take a look at what happened here. Brandon Bent was trying to avoid the accident. Came down and wiped out Matt Tuck in the process. And then the 45 and the 89 made contact and they wrecked. And it wasn't over yet. There's Reagan Whitlock. There's the 22. He went up and hit the wall hard. He's got a lot of damage. And there's Allen. He runs into it late. Anchor breaks there, unfortunately for him. A lot of damage on John Andrews as well. His day, I think, is done. Looks like James Kinghart was involved somehow as he teleported back, but a lot of damage on a lot of good race cars. Let's take a look from the onboard of Matt Tuck. Well, here's what happened on board with Matt Tuck. And you'll see it happen in front of him. These guys were double wide as well. They make contact, and now here comes the 27. Tuck's just trying to hold the racing line. And that was John Andrews. He hit him hard, and then what finished it off was the 94. So a lot of damage there. And obviously Matt Tuck out of this race. So tough break for him. Let's get back to the restart. Alright, so this is crazy. Matthew Engelram is the only driver technically on the lead lap. I'm not kidding. Take a look at that scoreboard. Engelram is technically the only driver on the lead lap, because if you go up front, Nathan Stapleton in the 92 is in second place and he's in front. So somehow, I'm not sure how this has happened. I think maybe the 29 crossed the line and he is racing it back. So I'm not sure how, but all of these guys in front of the 29 are technically on the lead lap. Dave Delafave onwards, they're all a lap down. So tough break for them. So it looks like, I think all these guys are just praying for another caution. Something happened to the 29 as he did run into the 98 a little bit. So yeah. So we know Matthew Ingram's the race leader, but we're going to follow with Nathan Stapleton, who's in second place at the moment. So he's second, Kelly Lee's third, Annie Thomas, and Jake Rogers. That's your top 5. That's the rest of your top 5. So back onto green. So Thomas is going to go down low. That's for third place. Going to look back here to see how the 29 is doing, and they're putting him on the outside. So maybe there is a little bit of damage on that 29. Or maybe he's just taking it conservative because he knows no one else is technically... Like, they're on the lead lap, but they're on the tail end. Like, literally everyone. Except for these guys, like Jonathan King, Dominic Anthony, Miller, Marks, Bent, all back here. These guys. So anyways, we're going to follow with the battle for second place, and then we'll see... Because it's 28 seconds. There's no way they're going to catch up to them under green. They just want something to happen to that 29 car. Because at the moment, he's got this in the bag. But look at that. They're going 3 wide. We haven't seen that in a while. It's Dan Park moving his way up to third place. It's really hard for me not to say first place because Cyrus McGee's way out in front. Look at that. They cut it down 3 seconds that lap alone. So might need to tell the 29 to speed it up a little bit. So not good news there. Let's see, Hairgel Alarm Alonso got a lot of damage. The 61. Not sure how he got involved, but he was involved somewhat. As I said, no idea how. As here comes Bruno de Barros in the 20. Trying to get to 4th. Not going to happen. Nichols going to block him. Now for this season, it's not a win you're in thing. So even if Matthew Wenker does win this race, he's not locked into the chase. He will be the points leader if he does win this race. Well, I mean, he might not. It depends whether where the 51 and the 36 finish, I think. Because there's no way Chase Marks is going to hold him off. So, it should be interesting. Right now, he would take the points lead, I think. But anyways, these 3 guys need good runs. They're not going to win it, but they need good runs. And right now, they're getting them. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Nichols is going to fall back, and Jack Pawkins moves his way up to 3rd place. Now behind his former teammate, Cyrus McGee. Grayson Acevedo is still technically a lap down, I think, and he is. So, tough break there for the 97. It doesn't look like he's going to have a good night tonight. And yes, I'm actually recording this live for once. I'm not actually... I mean, I'm technically not, but... I know what happens, but, you know... So Jack Pawkins taking 2nd place. Jackson Lynn's another guy who needs a good run. He's moving his way up. Aiden Shepard, I think, is also needing a good run. Patrick Schamberger, he's high up in the points. David Alfave definitely needs a good run at 78, obviously last in points. Landon Hicks, he's way down as well to 16. He's out of it at the moment. So not good news for a couple of guys, but right now, if they do finish it, they are going to move up a lot in points. And these guys are fairly slow, the 22 and the 45. Let's see here, 190. So they're not that much slower. Now there is the 29. They are not whittling, they're not whittling it down that much. As you can see, it was about 1.5 tenths. So if there is no issues here, the 29 should just cruise to victory here. So this is weird. I've never seen something like this. I've seen it where some guys are still on the lead lap, like about 6 or 7, but I've never seen only one guy on the lead lap, like in contention to win it. We still have like a field of like, I don't know, 36, and the 24 is out of it. So I don't know what happened to Simon Nichols. I think something happened because he wasn't involved, so something must have happened under a pace slab. Something must have broke. So a tough break there for the 24s. We got a battle for second place. Got a battle for third now. It's Landon Hicks. Obviously said that he needs a good run. Nathan Stapleton up there, the 92. He's way down in the points. Chase Marks, he could be on for maybe at most second place in points, because right now nobody's going to catch Matthew Engelram, because they're barely whittling the margin down. Nobody would catch up to the 29 in this race. Unless something happens on the pit stop, something happens to him, he blows up, something like that. But at the moment, this is the battle for second. Jackson Lynn, Landon Hicks, Henry Gore clearing the pack. At the line. So 23.3 seconds. So that was actually a bit of an improvement on Engelram's lap time. It was about 0.3 quicker than Engelram. But even then, it won't be enough to catch up. They need to do it by about a lap, like a second a lap. Which they're not going to do at this point. I just don't think it would work, really. It's under 23 seconds, but I don't think it's really going to happen, as Henry Gore is going for for third place. I did it. There we go. And the Ford EcoBoost number 2. The 31 car, Chase Marks, doing a good job again, up to 4th place. So another good run for him. Now these guys might affect it. That's Garrettson or Boyer Power. Then we got the 37, Hedgel Alonso. Not sure how much he would affect it if they do catch up to him, which I highly doubt. These three guys, they won't catch up to right now. There is no way they'd catch up to them. So Engelram can just cruise to victory here. I think that's the reason why he's even back here. It might not be because he is damaged. It might just be the fact that he's, so far out in front that they're not going to catch him. Another thing though, pit stops. Will they happen again? And if so, when will they happen? It would have to be at the end of the race, surely. Just going off last season anyway, because that's what happened last season. Battles on for third place. Landon Hicks underneath of the 31. Eli Bright in the middle. Porkins on the inside with Henry Gore. Teammates, the two in the 04 But these two gals, they cannot separate each other. Seriously, they cannot do that. They're tied for the points lead and they're battling for position. They won't hold the points lead. Or they might. Engelram is going to lead the most laps. If he does win this race, the 29 car, if he does win it, that's 48 points. And I don't remember how far back Engelram was. He finished 5th. He did lead a lap. 39. Okay, no. So no matter what happens, if the 29 does win this race, he will be the points leader, no matter what happens. However, they can stay 2nd or 3rd, at least, depending where Chase Marks finishes. And he's under attack by Landon Hicks. And pit stop should be approaching soon, as there is the 29. I'm not sure why he's battling. He's they're just only now under 22 seconds. There's no way they're going to catch up to him unless something happens on the pit road. So I'm just going to confirm that Matthew Engelram, I'm pretty much 100% certain he'll win this race. So we're going to focus on the battle for second, because it is 41 points, and if you do lead a lap, it's 42 points, which is important, particularly like guys like the 01, the 16, the 04, and of course Chase Marks as well. Even though he is currently 3rd in points, that's still important to him, as it will help him out of Chase land, make him even more. He's in 3rd place at the moment. They're about to go under 21 seconds behind, so there's no way they're going to catch up to him. As I've already said, I should stop saying it now. So whatever. I want to go back and point out a couple of good drives here. How about the 91, Julio Cesar? We haven't seen a lot of him tonight, but how about that? Great run for him in the Hino car, and right behind him, Richard Fridge, the 25, will take the part-time championship lead, I would think. Part-time championship is based off the car, not the driver, so the 25 would surpass the 71, I would think. He's 10th place at the moment. That's 33 points, and he did lead some laps, so 34. He would take the points lead for that championship. So, who knows? It's going to be interesting. There are multiple battles here. So, yeah. A good battle. So, we got only a number of laps to go. 8 laps to go. They're just now about to hit 20 seconds behind. So, there's, you know, I've already said it multiple times. Why am I even saying it anymore? But they are going to catch up to these two. Unless they pit very soon. Well, they're gonna catch up to them now. They really are. There's no way they're not going to, I would think. So there they are. Eli Bright, the 56. Good run for him. GL Racing. And Jackson Lynn as well. Those two drivers out of GL Racing. Bright going to be shuffled up high, and here we go. So the 91 was one of the first guys to come in. He did get followed. And like I thought, he did get followed by guys like Isaac Nichols, who did come in the last time. However, I think John Sheets came in at the same time as well. Angle Ram's already done with his pit stop, so this is interesting, if there is a caution that comes out now. Don't think the 88 came in last time. Nichols is done with his pit stop. Up to the 91. There he is. So Julio Cesar fell way back. Oh no, okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Anyway, so Landon Hicks is apparently, yeah, he's going to be the race leader for at least a moment. So if he certainly does happen to him, he will be the race winner, I would think. Chase Marks is second. Jake Rogers, how about that? If he gets this finish, he'd be, I think, in third in points. I'm just assuming, I'm not sure, because Chase Marks, it just depends. It depends where all the other guys finish. But Jonathan King's up here. Where is the 16? Not the 16, sorry, the 29. There is the 29. He's 23rd at the moment. Luis for Sam is the race leader, apparently. He's way out on his own. He's got Aiden Shepard, Henry Gore, Vance Caldwell, and the 51 all near. So, let's see. 31. See, someone stays out. Whoa, a little bit of contact there. That's the 40 and the 16. 16 is going to get out in front. Now, this is the battle for second place. Just remember that. Vance Caldwell is the race leader, so he's gambling on this one, trying to get a victory. And I think, however, the 29 will be... Okay, 77 has crossed the line. Let's see, 26 come in. And he does. So 29 has crossed the start-finish line. Not good news there, and Landon Hicks is going to move up to second place here in a moment. That's good news there for him. 95 car fell way back. Wow. And a bunch of others did too. Not sure what happened there, but anyways. 2 laps to go for the 29. Yes, he is the race leader, so he is going to cruise a victory here. No matter what happens now, he is going to win it, unless he crashes out. But we're going to focus on the battle for second, because Landon Hicks has currently got it, but he's catching up to defending winner Angel Alonso. So, let's see how this works. We'll follow with the 29 just for this last lap. White flag, 1 to go for Matthew Engram, trying to grab his first career win, and it is the final lap, so that's good. Trying to win his first career race. I think he's really deserved it. I mean, yes, you could call it a bit of luck tonight, but they've played the strategy right. They got lucky. That's what you have to do to win a race. Off the final turn. Matthew Engelram from Cooper Motorsports is going to grab his first career win in the QuikTrip 500. And that's Cooper Motorsports' second career win as well. And we're going to focus on the battle for second because it might be a 1-2 here for Cooper Motorsports. It's Landon Hicks trying to hold off Jackson Lynn. And he will, so Landon Hicks will grab second. A 1-2 for Cooper Motorsports. Jackson Lynn third. Chase Marks. Isaac Nichols. The top 5. That's the first time in a long time he's got one. But there is your race winner. It is Matthew Engelram. Very lucky tonight, but I mean, you gotta be lucky to win, as I've already said. And 48 points towards the championship. He will be the points leader coming out of this race, and have a already saying some things about this season. Because he's looking very good, even though he did get a bit lucky tonight. But yeah, congratulations to him, and here are the full race results.
Lurking way down below, and if I can't hold to my